Most of us grew up with a version of prayer that looks more like a shopping list or a business deal than a conversation. To reclaim the altar, we first have to unlearn the cultural habits that have cluttered it. Prayer is not a magic genie service where we force God to do our bidding. James 4 warns us that asking simply to satisfy our own passions leads to silence. It's also not a performance. God isn't impressed by your vocabulary or how long you can talk without breathing. And perhaps most importantly, prayer isn't a transaction. You can't put in an hour of prayer to buy a blessing. God isn't a vending machine. He's a Father. Prayer isn't about giving God information He doesn't have. It's about inviting Him into the heart of what He already knows. So if it's not those things, what is it? At its core, prayer is a relational dialogue. When Jesus taught us to pray, He started with Our Father. That changes everything. It means the goal isn't to move God's hand to my will, but to move my heart toward His. Think of prayer as spiritual breath. Just as your body needs oxygen to function, your soul needs prayer to stay sensitive to the Spirit. It is the alignment of our desires with the Creator's purpose. We see this modeled through history. The patriarchs didn't have a prayer book. They had encounters. Take Abraham, the friend of God. He didn't just recite lines. He haggled with God for the city of Sodom. He prayed based on God's character, asking, "Will not the judge of all the earth do right?" Then there's Jacob, who literally wrestled with God in the dirt. His cry, "I will not let you go unless you bless me," shows us that God honors holy desperation. For the patriarchs, prayer was altar-based. They went to a specific place, remembered God's covenant, and called Him to fulfill it. In the New Testament, the altar moves. It's no longer just a place over there. Because of Christ, God is within us. The disciples saw Jesus praying and realized His power didn't come from His preaching, but from His intimacy with the Father. They didn't ask, "Teach us to preach." They asked, "Teach us to pray." We see the early church in Acts when they were persecuted. They didn't pray for the problem to vanish. They prayed for the boldness to face it. Their communal prayer was so powerful, it shook the very ground they stood on. And finally, look at Paul. His prayers weren't about bank accounts or physical comfort. He prayed for the inner man, that we would have the strength to grasp the height, depth, and breadth of Christ's love. Reclaiming the altar means moving from "give me" to "here I am." It's time to stop performing and start breathing again.